Hey, so we're doing this old school. I am recording, so don't say anything that you don't want public.
So,
But okay, so me and Shmarano, after you left, we were done bullying you. We
yeah.
were like shooting the shit for ages, and I came across this story that happened yesterday. Okay, it happened yesterday, and I cannot stop laughing. So I'm gonna read you the title. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Ukraine hostages freed after President Zelensky plugs Joaquin Phoenix film.
Wait, what? So hostages were let go after he promoted a Joaquin Phoenix. But what?
Let me read you the article. Let me just give it a second. A standoff in Ukraine has ended with security forces freeing 10 hostages from a bus in the city of Lutsk and detaining the gunman after a bizarre intervention by the president. Pictures showed the gunman lying on the ground after his arrest. Just before the man's arrest, President Volodymyr Zelensky agreed to comply with his demand to post a short video with the words, "Everyone should watch the 2005 film Earthlings."
So what? So this gunman wanted the president to promote this Joaquin Phoenix movie. Why? This guy's a massive Joaquin Phoenix fan. I don't understand.
All the hostages are unharmed. The man has been named by police as Maxim Krivosh, 44. He is a middle-aged man who has previous convictions.
Yeah.
Everyone is okay, Interior Minister Arsen Avakov tweeted in Russian following the end of the siege. Mr. Avakov was in Lutsk to lead negotiations with the gunman. What was the president's role in this standoff? Explaining what had happened, President Zelensky said he had to keep pausing his meeting with his Swiss counterpart in order to be briefed on what was unfolding in Lutsk. There were unclear demands, and it was hard to understand why it was happening. It took time to understand, he said in a video released by the presidential press service. He said the gunman had been spoken to by a wide range of experts, and although a special assault operation was discussed, it was ruled out as too risky to the hostages. President Zelensky said he then agreed to speak to the gunman, and they had a 7 to 10 minute conversation during which it was agreed 3 people, a wounded person, a pregnant woman, and a child, would be released in exchange for posting the video. The president... What is this year?
It's like because of someone demanding Boris Johnson from a Keanu Reeves movie.
Yeah.
What?
The president then posted a brief video on his Facebook page referencing the film Earthlings, narrated by Hollywood star Joaquin Phoenix. It is an animal rights documentary which has won several minor festival awards. It also shows, sometimes with hidden cameras, the practices of major world industries that rely on animals. After the video was published on social networks, we would release all the rest in half an hour, Mr. Zelensky said. Everything happened almost like that. In 30 to 40 minutes, he released all the hostages.
I mean, he didn't harm anyone, but okay. Very weird.
It's like,
I think the weirdest thing somebody's demanded.
it's not even over. Like, the article is still so long. Like, how much more can you possibly say about this?
Yeah.
Mr. Zelensky stressed his most important aim throughout the ordeal was to ensure there was no loss of life. We are not fighting for popularity ratings, we are fighting for life. This is the primary value for me. Like, dude, you do not have to explain yourself. You had to give out a shout out to Joaquin Phoenix to release 10 hostages. Like, why are you acting like this is like you did something?
It's like the least demanding demand, if that makes sense.
Oh my god,
He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for anything else. He was like, please, can you promote this movie?
Oh my gosh, in
It's
Ukraine.
Like a publicity stunt by Joaquin Phoenix,
I mean, I stan Joaquin Phoenix, so it's all good. Okay, so how did the siege develop? The siege began at about 9 o'clock local time on Tuesday, so 9 o'clock in the morning. At one point, the hostage taker fired shots and threw explosives, which did not detonate. His demands included one, that senior politicians state publicly that he was a terrorist.
Oh my god.
Officers of the counter-terrorism SVU security services surrounded the bus, and several hours of tense standoff and negotiations ensued. According to the prosecutor general's office, the gunman said he had placed an explosive device in a public place in the city that could be detonated remotely. Police cordoned off the city centre and told residents not to leave their homes or offices. It was not clear whether any device was found. However, Mr. Avakov later confirmed that Krivosh had several functioning firearms and generally posed a threat. A lengthy prison sentence awaits him, he told journalists.
He did all of this for...
Oh no, she cut off. Saf, come back.
It seems like a lot of effort for a film promotion, like to get the president to do that.
It's a documentary from 2005.
Yeah, it's not even like it's new, so...
This is why, like, look, I understand the animal rights struggle. I really, really do. I support it. But this level of bullshit is crazy.
This isn't... There's no need to kidnap people and make them
He kidnapped an elderly person, a pregnant woman, and a child
like...
to get this film out. Because it's a film, but he considers it a documentary about animal rights.
Okay, and... like... I don't really have any other words.
You know what? The last time I jumped you with a phone call, it was also about animal rights. So can we compare experiences? Can we compare experiences? Because the last time I called you like this, like it was about this woman who's eating animals alive, right? Can we compare now the experience of that, like that story, compared to this fucking story? Like it's the most 2020 story I've ever heard to date.
Yeah. It makes sense that that happened this year.
Fucking like,
honestly, I'm just trying to get through 2020. It is a write-off.
oh my god, if that happened here, I would be celebrating that man as a hero. Like, what? This is the entertainment.
I just don't think I believe it straight away. Unless, you have video footage. I just don't think I could.
You know, for all the fear I'm sure he caused, like, I deeply appreciate this story. Is that bad? Like, I deeply appreciate this story. It's fucking nuts.
It's just that, like, he really didn't want anything more than this film to be promoted. Like, he didn't want any money or anything like that.
He wanted to be named a terrorist. And he wanted this film. Like, in the article that I read last night, I think it was a Guardian article. Apparently the president made this video, he posted it to Facebook, and then he deleted it as soon as the guy got out of the hostage situation. Like as soon as they arrested the guy. And I was like, oh man, I want to see this video of the president bigging up Earthlings from 2005.
No, it's gotta be out there somewhere.
It's the internet, it's gonna be around somewhere. But I need to find this footage now, and I hope that it's like translated from Ukrainian or what language they speak. Like,
yeah.
I was so excited to tell Saf this story. It was the first thing that I texted this morning. I was like, Saf, do not look at the news today.
Yeah.
Oh, but thank you. I needed to share this. I needed to share this with you.
I don't know why, but that's really not what I was expecting.
What were you okay? What were you expecting? What were you expecting? Like
serious?
something serious?
Yeah. Not even serious, but like.
Oh my god.
This was a hostage for a whole movie.
You certainly won't. You certainly weren't expecting me telling you about someone who held people hostage for a film.
Yeah, for an older Joaquin Phoenix. Not even a new movie.
Yeah, I thought. You know what? Initially, when I read the article title, I thought it was the Joker. Like he wanted people to watch the Joker.
You know,
but like,
I thought it'd be that, but now an animal rights.
Legend. I want this man to write a memoir so I can buy it.
That's alright, well, while he's in prison.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's gonna be in prison for like 10 years or something for this, which, I mean, fair dues. He did hold 10 people hostage, but oh my gosh. I want him to write a memoir so I can buy this memoir. Also, I want to FaceTime with you really briefly. I won't show you to the camera because I want to show you my makeup look.
Oh, I like the lipstick.
I really like this lip. But how do you think of the eyes?
It's very like, what's the word? It's like sunset-y, like burnt orange vibes.
I tried to do like a sunset cut crease. I hate doing fucking cut creases, but I tried to do it this time, and I think I succeeded. It also, look how shaved my head is. Like, I feel like a newborn baby.
I like, the eyes, the way the eyeshadow's got like a wing rather than wearing like liner.
Yeah. It's sick. I like it.
I like it.
Thank you for your rating, and thank you for participating with me while I have.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a like yesterday something happened yesterday. I think that I host a show every Sunday. Like I do the Apostate Alliance.
Apostate Alliance, yeah.
Right. So the 13th episode, right? We keep getting technical difficulties. So yesterday we were trying to record like the Lost Apostate Alliance episode, and we went through like 5 different ideas of how to record this because every single idea was being like disrupted in some way. I am fully superstitious. I think the old gods have come back. Like we need to burn some fucking sage and smear our houses in ram's blood or some shit because I'm joking, by the way, but like people won't understand that I'm joking. I am joking, but like for serious, like the 13th episode, we tried to record it last week, technical difficulty. We tried to record it 5 different ways yesterday. Technical difficulties 5 times. It's the 13th lost episode. I don't know, because like the people that I'm filming with, even though they're really fun and I deeply appreciate them, I so want them to post like all of our clips, like our little clips struggling to like record this episode. Like create a conspiracy theory, because this year is fucking wild.